Alright, well that problem seems solved. Here's our swamp that we were looking for again. And what I want to do is maybe just light this up a little bit. Because we're not really interested in any other mobs. Well, spiders wouldn't be bad, but if we light some of this up. Oh, there's a horse, a regular horse over there. It doesn't look like the moon's out, so I don't know how many spawns we're going to get with slime here. If any. Let's just light this up a little. Create a an area that we can fight, and then I want to look at the terrain, make sure I'm not gonna, if I need to run and get the hell out of Dodge, lickety split, I want to make sure that I'm not just gonna jump into some frickin' cavern and fall to my death. Yeah, those rabbits make weird sounds, hey? I don't know. Alright, so let's continue to light this up. We got beef here if we end up running low on some chow. See if we can get some. Boy, it's dark in some of these spots, eh? And we got regular horses here. Look at this guy. Alright. That's cool. Oh, that spawn run, or the swamp runs all the way around that direction, too. Alright, so this is a nice, pretty big area. Light some of this up. Okay, now the sun's going down. Let's get the... See if we can go to sleep here. And hopefully that'll clear some of the weather. That'd be cool. Yep, nothing creeped up on us. Come on, weather. Help us out here, huh? Be nice. Let's check this guy out right away. Oh, he feels fast. Alright. Let's see here. I would like this weather to clear. I wasn't going to sleep to try to stay out for the slimes, but I would like to get this weather cleared. But that's the way it goes, I guess, sometimes. That bolt. That worked pretty good. Okay, well, that looks like that's going to be it. I spent several nights out here and not one slime, so apparently I'm not hitting the moon in its proper phase or whatever needs to be done there. I thought they came up during a new moon, or I'm not sure if they come up in a new moon or a full moon or what the criteria is. However, I think what I need to do now is my sword is down to like what 36, 34, Has a durability of 34 left. I went ahead and I set up just a little area here for some gear because I was starting to collect too much stuff. So right down there. And when I went to put the sword in the anvil to go ahead and repair it, it was going to cost 33 levels to repair that. So I don't want this sword to break it. I still got one more full use out of it. So I'm going to go ahead, probably end up repairing that, and then maybe come back here. And then I also had to make a chest because I started collecting too much stuff. I definitely want to keep... I got the saplings, got saplings out of it, and we got some more assorted wood, so that works. And I don't have enough inventory to carry this all. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to head back over to my area, and then I'll make one more run back here to collect the rest of this. Alright, so I made it back. I went ahead and collected all my gear here, and by the time I got back it was starting to turn night again, so I went ahead and stayed through that night, and still no slimes had spawned, so oh well. I guess it wasn't meant to be. We don't necessarily need the slimes for the sticky pistons in order to get that farm to work, but it sure makes it a lot easier. If you remember over here, there was a fire. During one of the days, I ran over here and extinguished what was there. But there is a bunch of just burnt down trees over here. I never found the source, so what I'm thinking is during that lightning storm, lightning just hit and ended up starting the fire. So I'm just going to stick around here for real quick. Where I'm going to cut down some of these trees, or get rid of these stumps, I guess. And we'll head back over to the base and count up all the resources that we were able to gather during this attempt to find slimes. Alright, well, we made it back safely. I ended up cleaning up that that area where that fire was spreading. I ended up hauling quite a bit of wood out of that, so that was pretty nice. You can see we got quite a bit of dark oak there, a little bit of the acacia. But more importantly, we got the saplings now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of saplings. What am I missing? I thought, oh no, 5. There's the spruce, yeah. So the only one I need is jungle now. Also, in the chest, during one of the days, I ended up going ahead and cutting down some vines, so we got that available. Got some dead bushes. Overall, not bad. We ended up getting resources that I was going to need anyways at some point. However, we just didn't get the slime balls that we were looking for to begin with. So that's alright. We'll end up finding them at some point. Alright, well, I went ahead and I pretty much wired up those two. And thought we would wire up this third one here together. So the idea is, what I want to do is be able to place, I'm going to place a button here. And when we click on it, it's going to go ahead and dispense that water over there. We'll click it again, and the water will stop running. Very simple. The redstone's like really straightforward, so nothing complicated at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and open this up so we can see a little bit. And we will get this done. Alright. So if we have our button block on that one, what we want to do is bring that down here and go ahead and throw some dust on there. So when we press that button, it will go ahead and activate that. And all I'm going to do is now, I'm going to end up needing some more stone brick here real quick. And we'll bring that signal down like so. So let's go ahead and run that. And what I'd go down here, yeah, I went 2, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to run the redstone along here. So right there's the block, like so. And then we just need to be able to bring this across and in like that. So we can go ahead and stick our redstone torches on here. We should hear the dispenser click. There it goes. And there we go. So we're strongly powering that block, which is then weakly powering the dispenser. And that does exactly what we need it to do. So now it's just a matter of just run redstone all the way back over to that direction. It looks like I'll probably end up having to make another redstone torch here. Obviously this redstone signal isn't going to last all the way up there, so it's like 15 blocks or something. If you can see the animation, so this one doesn't have it. So we could put we could invert the signal here, but I just assume just line it up with these pillars. So that's what we'll do. So I'm going to break that, put that there, and put a redstone torch there. And then to determine how long the next one's going to go, I'm just going to unpower that. And there we go. So now you can see the signal will go all the way up to around, well, looks like right here. Again, I'm just going to line it up with that, with the pillars. Break that, put another redstone torch there, and go ahead and reconnect this section here, like that. That should do it. So we got 2 inverters, which is essentially then a repeater, right? 2 negatives make a positive. So you can see that one's powered there, and this one's powered here. So we basically just extended the wire, basically repeating the signal, and because of that, these are turned off. So when we click that button, you can hear the click one time, like so. Should be that easy. Right. So to test this, what we should end up getting is 2 stacks of wheat from each one, and then we can see how many of the other crops we get. So I want to put a chest down here so we can see by full harvest. There's that one row over there that isn't completely planted with wheat yet, because I didn't have enough seeds at the time. So I'm going to put the chest here in order to keep track of what we end up harvesting. And I'm not going to need my shovel so much. So let's move this all over here real quick. And let's give this a shot. So we turn that on. Should see the water coming. And as soon as it drops below that first step, we can go ahead and turn it off and suck up all that water again. And there we go. Then we can come along here. We just break these couple here. And let's see if anything bad happened. Okay, it looked like some of them hopped up. Even though those are full blocks, they still hopped up on the side. So I'm going to have to go ahead and line those up with... probably line up those with half slabs, and that'll prevent the crops from jumping on top of the leaf blocks. And then also I noticed you have to take the shield out, because I usually just go ahead and hold this down, the plant, like so. But with that shield, it just constantly blocks. And I'm hungry. Alright, so let's eat that. Let's eat a steak. And oops. Go ahead and do that. So then there's our potatoes. And then as you just go ahead and plant, you're going to end up picking that stuff back up anyways. This is why I don't bother, like at the end there, have the crops fall down into a hole or something, and then into a hopper chain or anything, because you're going to have to then... Oh, I don't want potatoes here. I want carrots here. Because then you're going to have to wait for all that to filter through the hoppers or whatever, and it's just I don't know. Seems like a waste of time to wait for it. You have to plant all this stuff anyways. So you might as well just do it now. So you harvest it, and then I'm just going to go ahead and just keep track of the... Since I'm doing the wheat anyways, might as well do that here. Was that a wheat or a seed? Yeah, seed. Alright, and then we go back to potatoes. That, and finally last row of carrots here. And you just pick stuff up as you go along. Easy enough. And then I like I said, the steps. You don't break the crops. Alright, so let's see what our net gain was from all that. So there's the 2 stacks of wheat that we should have got, that we predicted. We got a stack and a half of potatoes. And what? Stack and a half of carrots. Alright, so that works. We might as well keep the seeds, I guess. It's no big deal. And then that should yield. Then I'll do that again for this and this one. And then we should be good. Then we can go ahead and still got to clean this up. Also underneath, want to clean that up some more. But overall, this is done. Give it a click, make sure it works. There's the water. Came down far enough. Go ahead, click it again. And that's where, like, if I had those sticky pistons, you could have just clicked once. So that's the real only benefit from having that sticky piston, is you can just click once, put that on. So the first pulse, when it goes out, it'll hit the dispenser to turn it on, and then you pick up a second signal out of it and just put that on a small delay and have it fire the dispenser again. And then you don't have to worry about it. You just click it one time, it's over and done with. Also, so the other things that I like about this farm is the lighting on this is good with the using the jack-o'-lanterns. So crops require I think it's a light level of like 9 in the air block above them, and with the jack-o'-lanterns in the ground, it does just that, except for the spot like right here where it's in front of the water. So now our crops will grow at night also. Or if you were to like build one of these underground, you got to keep that in mind, that the air block above it has to be a light level 9, and then your crops will grow for you. So that works well. The one thing I don't like about this is that you see the jack-o'-lanterns poking through, and it looks like it's getting dark. Yeah, it's starting to get dark. Go ahead and finish this row, and then see if we can sleep here. So that is a thing, though. I'm gonna line those. I'm gonna line these leaf blocks with half slabs to prevent the crops from jumping up there from the water. So let's go ahead and go to sleep real quick. There we are. So yeah, not bad. Nice little farm. Works well. Cuts your time in half, I guess. And we should get our, there's our two more stacks. So that we got that from the second one. Just trying to get a count here. See if we get any consistency. And that. Alright, let's put the seeds here, I guess. We ended up with quite a... I don't know if I cleared my seeds. Oh, well, I think I lost track of the seeds, but that's pretty consistent. About a stack and a half or so for the potatoes and carrots, and 2 stacks of wheat on every harvest. Later on, I'll go ahead and pull the carrots out and the potatoes out and put them in their own, and hopefully get that fully automated harvesting with a villager. But right now I just need those to go. And then also one of the other things you can do is, if you notice, I got every other row is a different crop. Some people think that that makes your crops grow faster. It really doesn't make your crops grow faster, but what it does is if you put rows of the same thing next to each other, it will slow the crops down. So not doing that, by having something different, you don't receive the you don't get penalized for it, and the crops will grow at the rate that they should. It doesn't really accelerate its growth. It just prevents it from slowing down, if that makes sense. But I guess that's 20/20 hindsight kind of thing. Cup half full, half empty ordeal. And right now I'm just worried about getting stuff, collecting crops. So that's why I'm still doing it, alternating rows of food. So that is our farm. And as soon as we get done here, did I run out? There we go. That's done. A little bit more. So yeah, I kind of like this design. And you don't, as you see, that water comes all the way down, so you don't need 8 dispensers per column or per row, however you want to perceive that. You just need the 2. Now, if you don't do these half slab steps in between each one of them, yeah, then you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna need those extra dispensers because the water won't flow. But I like it with the little half slabs there. It helps, and then you don't have to worry about breaking crops or whatnot. So that works for me. Now I'm going to swap those out just for aesthetic. I'll replace all these spruce half slabs with dark oak, because it'll be darker, and I think it'll match the soil better, so it won't look so invasive, I guess. So let's put these crops away. So there's our one, and then I knew this one was going to be short because I didn't have enough to plant. There's our potatoes again, and of course our carrots. Oh yeah, that's right, we had the beets also. So 32 makes sense because it was just one row, and that's 32 long. So you get 1 beet per crop. And then here's the harvest. So we had 32 of them. So we almost got two seeds per. And yeah, so that's it. That's done finally. For the most part, I mean, it works. I still want to go back under here and close this up and take care of these torches. These torches are down in no particular order. So I want to normalize that. I probably end up swapping out this wall with something, that wall with something. Most likely just stone brick, just line it with stone brick. Another thing I like about this design too, if you notice, you have just enough headroom so you can go ahead and jump over this one and get down here, so it's easily accessible. You don't have to, like, if you came down one of the rows or columns here, you don't have to walk around in order to get to the next one. There's still enough room here just to jump over it and do what you gotta do.